Finally, the most awaited video in my channel, the Hayabusa tutorial. In my previous video, I gave full guide about micro and macro, so you can watch it after this video. This video goal is 500 plus likes, so please like the video.
I got you, homie!
Now let's start the tutorial.
Let's go!
Hayabusa is a high-mobility assassin known for his shadow-based skills, fast farming, and deadly single-target burst. He is proficient at split-pushing, 1v1 duels, and quickly eliminating squishy backline heroes like marksmen and mages. And for me, why did I start playing Hayabusa was because he is one of the safest and tricky assassin because of his ultimate and second skill. Now let's learn about his skills. And this is for beginners. But don't worry, I'll go to advanced also. His first skill is called Phantom Shuriken, and this skill gives the stacks which while attacking is visible in enemy's head. Those 4 lines above enemy is the stack, and this stack is also can be obtained through basic attack. And you may wonder what the stack does, right? The main effect of stacking is to increase the damage of his ultimate on the target. If there are multiple enemies, the slashes are distributed among them, but stacks increase the chance to hit more to already stacked target. That means, the more stacks you gave to the the more your ultimate hits him. But remember, there are only 4 stacks total. And for his shadows and ultimate, I'll directly explain you while I teach you his combos. So let's dive into his combos. Simple combo is 2, 1, 2, 3, and again 2 for backing after killing. Watch in slow motion. These 2 moves here, and they were unnecessary. Use this combo in late game, because Hayabusa is a squishy assassin. So be quick. If you get caught even for 1 second, then you're finished. Another combo needs quite fast hands. Watch in slow motion. I guess you got the idea, but I don't recommend you to use this all the time. What I actually recommend you is to be patient with your second skill and ultimate. Like this. Watch this again. I didn't use second skill right away, instead I attacked with my basic skill and waited her to use her flicker. In higher lobbies, you must be patient and wait for the enemies to use their skills. Most of the time, showing off your fast hands will result you nothing. I guess you got the idea. Be patient with your second skill and ultimate. That's it. There are many other combos and even freestyles, but I won't give all of those. I'll make separate video for that. So this much for now. Now let's dive into micro and macro of Hayabusa. First, let me explain about micro of Hayabusa, because most of the player already knows many things about him, so I'll say just a few things. For maintaining micro of Hayabusa, I'll tell you just 2 things. They are shadow management. 1. Always leave a shadow behind you or at a safe wall before engaging. 2. Use it offensively to close gaps and defensively to escape quickly if you messed up something. And number 3 is to mark enemies with your shadow to close gap and directly reach at his position. The eye icon will visible an enemy if you mark you shadow. Now let's learn something about shuriken or first skill. Enemies hit by 3 shurikens are slowed and take full passive damage. That means if you hit your first skill to the enemy, then he will be slowed. Like if you don't have any skill except first skill, then hit him with your first skill and run. This is a great way to escape when someone is chasing you. I won't tell you much about micro, since it is easy to learn by yourself, if you keep playing him a lot. Now let's dive into macro plays of Hayabusa. Macro is what separates great Hayabusas from average ones. It's about how you move, how to give pressure, and influence the game in your favor. I'll give some tips about him. Number 1. In early game, focus in half HP enemies, because it is the best way to increase gold and start dominating. That's why ask your MM to give damage as much as possible to the enemy MM in early game. But remind him to be safe too, because the enemy hyper-rotates the same path. Number 2. Don't fight losing lanes. Yes guys, if one lane is losing, then instead of fighting and dying, keep farm or get objectives, as this gives the best value than going and wasting time. Because you're not getting any value in that fight, and basically you'll be way behind the enemy jungler, because you wasted time in already losing lane. Number 3. Prioritize to steal enemy jungles when their retribution is down. But if many enemies are guarding his buff, then let it go. Number 4. Start split pushing side lanes while teammates distract or hold enemies. Number 5. Always pressure opposite lane of Lord before contesting for Lord. This strategy is also called minion pressure. When you clear minions of opposite lane of Lord, then enemies will be pressured whether to contest Lord or save their turret or base. In both ways, you'll get the advantage. If one of them went to clear base, then we have number advantage. And if they fight, then we will get at least one turret. And on top of that, they will be mentally distracted, and also might not fight well. Now let's dive into advanced macro mindset for solo ranks. If your team might feed or ignore objectives, then play selfish and smartly, like making them as a bait or leave them in farm. Focus on getting fed and split pushing to create map pressure. Cause Hayabusa, Ling and Fanny are those heroes who can easily give map pressure. You can basically think them as a map controlling god. Kill squishes. As an assassin, your job is to mark only to backliners. If the damage dealers of enemies are dead, then fighting with others are basically walk in the park. Most importantly, never die. If you die, the team crumbles, because it's rarely to get a good team in solo ranks. The most important thing, remember, you win through pressure, not flashy fights. Never forget this thing in any ranked game. Now that we completed macro, now let's talk about Hayabusa build. There are 2 types of build in Hayabusa. 1. Full physical damage build. It contains Blade of Heptasias, Hunter Strike, Blade of Despair, Malefic Roar, and Endless Battle. But you can change according to your need. Like instead of Endless Battles or Hunter Strike, you can use Sea Halberd if there is healing enemies like Alucard, Estus, Angela, etc. And when you're winning so hard, then if you want you can use Sky Piercer. And another build is CD, also called Cooldown Reduction build. This includes Magic Shoes, Hunter Strike, War Axe, Endless Battles, Malefic Roar, and BOD. You can change BOD to Heptasias or Sea Halberd, according your wanting. If you don't know what CD reduction build does, then let you know that this build allow you to use your shadow for 2 times, but there's a way to use. For example, Kyrie during the tournament demonstrated the CD shadow plays, which was one of his magnificent play in tournaments.
I'll let him invade any longer.
Wait, he's not out of the watershed.
Go! The juke's coming out, the retribution though, they're gonna be looking for him. The shadow kill comes out, he's got no backup just yet. Kyrie the bomb, the weave! How does he escape? The divine justification comes out, but Yawi with a set, and Kyrie goes back. Him to grab a kill, everybody's low. Massive play from Kyrie. Sonic Esports, how is he doing it? Kyrie!
So, you guys saw that he used second skill and used ultimate in the Cho, and after that his shadows were already back. If you use CD reduction build, then you might get less damage than physical build, but you'll be able to outplay enemies more often. So, what build do you prefer the most? Use that. It's not that one is better than the other. If you are a good player, then this is all that matters. So this is it, guys. I thought to show my gameplay and explain, but if I did it, then there would be much time consumed, and I don't want to make videos more than 10 minutes, because most of the viewers doesn't watch this long. If you're still here with me, then you're the best. And remember, I love you all. I'll never disappoint you guys. At the end, listen this. Jacob 1 verse 19 and 20. Know this, my beloved. Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Amen.